Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakak Badash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, that great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to the Akim and Akwalt out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again through the Spirit with another lesson. This one's going to be titled, Your Best Friend the Devil, or Your Best Friend Esau. Alright, I'll see what I go through from there. Alright, I might just put the devil, because you know every time you put Esau, they take the shit down. Alright, so I'm going to be getting in on these Jakes out here, okay, that are just so friendly with Esau Edom, and I'm going to be getting into circumspection, alright, and the shit that Esau Edom does, alright, the so-called white man, the shit that they do, alright. So I'm going to start off this lesson with playing a video, alright. It says right here, Stanley Gracious, so-called black man, arrested at Pennsylvania Walmart after buying bike, alright, and there's more to the story than that, alright, but at the end of the day, it's still Esau doing their shit, alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and enlarge this video and let a little bit of it play for you, okay?
Picture this, Joe. You have a son who's expecting a bike. So you go to Walmart to buy him the bike. You have cash and a credit card, Joe. You buy the bike, Joe. Everybody sees you, Joe. Buy the bike with cash and credit card, Joe. So why is the police arresting you, Joe? For this bike. I have it. Please stop. Please stop. Put your arm on your back. Man. Put your arm on your back. Now stop. Please stop. Please stop. Phasing them.
Alright, and before I let this video continue on, I want to grab this is Matthew 5:25. It reads, Agree with thine adversary quickly, whiles thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Alright, so even if Esau's messing with you, alright, and he's pulling you over and you know you haven't done shit, alright, or if he's accusing you of something, alright, of course if he's accusing you, you say, no, I didn't do that. But if he's saying, okay, well, we're going to put you under arrest or stop arguing, just agree with what he says and go along with the shit, alright? The society is not set up for us, okay? It's us being Jake, alright? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? These devils are put ahead of us, okay? Because we're in captivity right now. And we're not set up to prosper in the society. So no matter what you say, alright, if he's going to take you to jail, he's going to take you to jail that day, alright? But if you argue and you fight in certain situations, alright, they might just kill your ass. Now, that's not what happened to this Jake, alright, right here. But it very well could have happened to him, alright? He's lucky that he got some cops that weren't so trigger happy, okay? Because they could have just popped his ass and got it over with, alright? Now, he was doing things wrong and he wasn't doing things wrong, alright? When we look at this worldly perspective, he wasn't doing anything wrong. But when we look at this in the truth, alright, he's doing stuff wrong, alright? He wasn't being circumspect, alright? He was running his mouth, alright? And, you know, he got what was coming to him, alright? So we're gonna continue playing the video, but I just had to grab that scripture while it was, you know, ripe for the taking, so to speak, alright? Why it was actually a good time to, a good example to put it in there.
Why are you doing this to me? I paid for my stuff. I paid for my stuff. Why are you doing this?
And he did pay for it. He did pay for the bike. He had the receipt and everything.
I have a receipt.
Hey guys, Connor, get away. Everybody get away.
Stop.
And they ask him, were you smoking dope? Alright. Now, you know how Jake is. He could have very well been smoking some pot earlier that day. He could not have been. Alright, but I don't know if he smelled like it, but it's strange, you know, that they do the go to that with Jake a lot. All right, anytime you act any type of way, they'll be like, "Are you on drugs?" And they always ask Jake that. They always think we're always on drugs. All right, when it's their asses that are in the midst of the opioid crisis right now. All right.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I paid for this. I have a, so why are you arresting me? On the handcuff. Why are you arresting me? On the handcuff. Everybody see this, right?
See, he should have just put on the damn handcuffs. He's fighting him right now, trying to put those handcuffs on him. All right, and that's not being circumspect.
You paid with a receipt. So why are these cops doing this to me? What did I do wrong? Somebody please tell me what I did wrong.
Because the Most High had a bone to pick with you. The Most High had a bone to pick with this guy. All right, and it might not have been a warrant for death. All right. But it was definitely some sort of, you know, punishment from the Most High. All right, because he was running his mouth. He wasn't being circumspect. All right, you don't know if he was on dope. All right, we don't know what those certain situations are. All right, we don't know if he woke up in the morning and smoked dope. All right, the news articles aren't going to be able to tell you that. Okay, we don't know any of that. All right, but whatever this is a form of judgment. All right, of lighter judgment. From Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, because these cops could have showed up and pulled the guns on him and lit him up, all right, but that's not what happened, all right. They didn't even really beat the guy, all right. So he got off, you know, pretty easily, okay, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when he has a bone to pick with you, he can mess you up hardcore, all right. So this guy thinks it's the end of the world right now, but he got off easy. So I'm gonna roll it again, let it continue to play.
Receipt, and I did not resist. Why are they doing this to me? Somebody please tell me why these cops are doing this to me.
It could be now. I just from what I've seen in this video and another clip and the way he's dressed and in that what do you call it, CCTV video I saw, the dude looked kind of a little fruity too. All right, so that could be another reason, but. You know, I don't know if I'm the only one getting that, but the way I saw him walk and the shit he got up in his hair, looked a little fruity to me.
I'm good. Get stop. 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 I had a receipt.
I saw it, bro. I saw it.
Everybody saw I had a receipt.
I saw it.
I paid for my receipt. So why am I being arrested? Why are they doing this to me?
It's on video. It's on video.
Somebody please put it on Facebook. My name is Stanley Rosses. Today, in Walmart, I went to purchase a bike for my son. Everybody saw, and it's on camera, I paid with cash and a credit card, and I had a receipt. Why are these cops doing this to me? Please tell me what exactly I did wrong. What? What did I do wrong? I had a receipt, and I paid for my stuff. Why are you doing this to me, officer? Like, I love you guys. Why are you doing this? Nah, I'm not okay. I need to bring your bike to my son that I just bought. But no, you guys are doing this to me. I am calm. Frank, why are your friends doing this? No, you guys are doing this against my will. So if you understand that,
that's kind of how arrest goes, is against your will, you know. So I don't know what he thought he had there.
Yes, I am hurt and injured, officer.
See, now he starts being a fool, acting a fool. All right.
That's him right there.
No. We're gonna wait right here, because I did not do anything wrong. I did not do anything wrong. Good. Why? You're talking to me right now. What's your concern? Text Joe. You have a son. So, why is the police arresting you, Joe? No, I do not want to sit down. You guys are making me feel uncomfortable, Joe. Why? No, you're not. No, I'm not. No, you guys are kidnapping me right now. Everybody sees that you guys are doing this against my will. I did nothing wrong. Or do I? Okay, what are my choices, friend? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Against my will. Why would you do that against my will? I'm not in custody. I'm not. I'm doing. You see how calm I am talking to these gentlemen, but yet they still not. I fought, and now I'm getting arrested. Why? Why? Please tell me. If anybody can tell me why, I would love to hear why.
Because you're black.
I bought the bikes with cash and credit card, and I have a receipt. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Now he's fighting against him.
Please stop. Please stop. It's not worth it, bro. Get
See, even the other guy's saying, not worth it, bro. Get in the car.
Because he's black.
Please stop. Please stop the hurting me. Please stop the hurting me. Get in the car, Stanley. Please stop the hurting me. Get in the car. Please stop the hurting me. Please stop the hurting me.
Yeah, bro. Dumbass bitch.
You're racist.
It's because he's black. That's because he's black. That's just because he's black.
You're right, it is because he's black. Alright? Because he had that black attitude on him. Alright? We're not black. Alright? We're Israelites. Alright? We're not black, Latino, Native American. Alright? None of that. We're Israelites. Alright? And this is what happens when you're black. Alright? This is what happens when you're being black, or when you're being Mexican, or when you're being Native American. Alright? This doesn't happen when you're being an Israelite. Alright? Now, you're going to have those people down and you understand, oh, he's saying this is happening because, you know, only black people do this. No, black is a mindset. Alright, there's no such thing as black people. There's no such thing as Mexican people or native people. Alright, there's Israelites. Alright, just like there's no such race as white. Alright, that goes back to something. Those are all just little names that they put on things. Alright, in reality, there's real people. Alright, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans go back to Israel. Alright, these so-called white people, as they like being called, alright, go back to Esau, Edom. Alright, the Chinese people, they go back to Moab. Alright, the Japanese people go back to Ammon. Alright, Ammonites. Okay, everybody goes back. Alright, just because you're not named, alright, these names that Esau came up with. Alright, you're actually something entirely different that you don't even know the name of. Alright, so we're going to get into a news article, basically what happened. Let's see if I even want to get in. I think, I'll just play this because this actually basically shows everything that you need to know. Alright, on Monday, June 21st, at approximately 6:27 p.m., the manager at the Wyoming Walmart called the Wyoming, is that Wyoming? I don't know, Wyoming PD for assistance with a male riding a bike throughout the store while playing music and yelling obscenities at customers. The Wyoming PD was informed that the male was asked to leave and refused. The manager also told police that customers had complained to her and that the defendant almost hit them with a bike. Alright, now what Jake was doing was off. Alright, he shouldn't have been doing this. Alright, sounds just like something that Jake would be doing. Alright, and as he's riding by, you can see that little fucking speaker that every Jake got that hang off their belt loop, blasting the loudest fucking music. Alright, being rude. Alright, and apparently he was yelling obscenities at people, okay, which I'm not sure if he was, because this video ain't have no sound, alright, but there's times where he passes by and, like, looks like he's saying something and a person will look at him sideways, alright, so maybe that's the case, that he was doing that, alright, but regardless of any of this, alright, if this person, alright, had been a so-called white person, they'd have probably just been told, like, hey man, you need to leave, and that's it. And they wouldn't have brought the police in the whole situation and locked them up. That's just because you're in Esau society. Esau would have just been, a slap on the wrist. Hell, not even a slap on the wrist. Something even lighter than that. All right. But no, because this guy was a Jake. All right. They went through all this the whole situation with him. All right, and that just all goes back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, having a problem with the guy, all right, and trying to teach him. If this guy would have just kept his mouth shut, all right, and he wouldn't have, all right, because the Spirit was put on him to do all this stuff, all right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai had to teach him a lesson, all right, but had he just kept his mouth shut and been circumspect, you know, he probably could have got out of the situation without even being handcuffed, all right, probably could have just said they actually, you know, give him a chance to leave, all right, whether that's true or not, we don't know, all right, because you know the media paints the picture how they want to paint, all right, and push their agenda, all right, but we don't know the whole story, but most likely this guy had a chance to leave, all right, from what they're saying at least, he had a chance to leave and he didn't take it, all right, he stood there, argued, all right, he could have just took the bike, he paid for the bike, could have took the bike, left, all right, but he had to go through all these other situations, all right, so we're gonna play a little bit of the video footage. The camera's kind of shitty. I can't even tell where he is. I know he's up here somewhere. He's coming. I think this is him right here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. This is him right here. You can see the beat. I don't know if it's a Beats pill or whatever, but it's hanging off. All right, and he's talking to someone right there. Walks by. It looks like he talks to this woman right here. She looks back. He's bopping all over the place, you know. So he could have been on some shit. All right. Could have just been fruity too. Alright, where's he at now? I can't see his ass. Alright, now he starts riding the bike. Oh, there he is, right there. Riding the bike to the store. You know, doing two-third shit. Looks like he's in the video game section now. I think he's like hiding over in this area. But no, I've seen Edomites do this shit though and get off just fine. I've seen, you know, a bunch of white teenagers riding bikes to the store, throwing balls all over the place, and they're just, you know, and attendant comes up, please stop, or we're gonna have to ask you to leave. But nah, they threw this dude out. Anyway, you see him checking out. He bought the shit. It's true. They got some Airheads, some Hawaiian Punch. That's like a stoner meal right there. If that's his shit. I can't tell if that's his shit or not. But if it is, that's definitely a stoner cuisine. Alright. The guy look like he smoked. Got a peace sign shirt on. You know. So he probably was at least high, you know. I'm not saying he was, but you know how Jake is, rolling through stores all high as fuck, you know. You can smell about a pound of weed on him. But anyway, I'm going to leave it with that, alright. I'm going to just go ahead and get to some scriptures, alright. Now, this is Ecclesiasticus 41:7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake, alright. And why art thou, let's go to the next one. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High, Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. All right, so, and these people are going against the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and following the laws. If you followed the laws, you would not have these problems, Jake. All right, every time you're out there complaining of an ungodly father, all right, that's of Esau, Edom, all right. Of the people that are ruling this place, you know, they're coming down on us, they're doing all these things and we didn't do anything. But what were you doing? Alright, now there's times where Jake just gets picked up for no reason at all, alright, but if you 99% of these people, alright, I'm not saying it's just Negroes, so-called Negroes, alright, it's Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, alright, and a lot of the time, and I know because I've been in the situation where I said I wasn't doing some shit, and I was doing some shit. Alright? And you don't think you were doing some shit, but you were doing some shit. Alright? We know. We were out in the world. You were doing some shit. Alright? You can't play it off. We know. Alright? And then they complained, we weren't doing anything. You were doing some shit. You were. You were. Alright? And woe to be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Yahweh, for if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. If we had not came into this truth, alright, our asses would have got destroyed. Alright, at some point or another, whether it was, at the end time, when Yahweh Shem Yahushai comes back to save his elect, or if we would have just died out in the streets. Alright? Doing drugs, or doing something stupid. Alright? This truth has saved our lives. Alright? And that's why you gotta, these commandments are commandments for a reason. Alright? They're gonna keep you from this stuff. Okay? But Jake out there just being dumb. Alright? Hanging out with Esau. Alright? And trusting Esau and asking why, and why are you doing this to me, and not knowing Esau Edom, alright, the so-called white man, is the devil, alright? They don't even know that. They're friends with him, hanging out with their best friend Esau, hanging out with their best friend the devil, alright? That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. And then you got Jake now trying to stand up for these devils. You do. You have Jake out here saying, oh, I've never experienced racism before. Or I've never had a problem with white people. You got Uncle Ruckus, Uncle Remus ass fucking people like Lil Wayne saying that he's never experienced racism because when he got shot, all right, or when he shot himself, I can't remember which it was. I think he ended up shooting himself because he found a gun. But the white man went straight to him and started helping him. But he also said he didn't even realize this. That he didn't even realize that he said this. He said a white man came right to me and started helping me. The other guys started. The other white cops started searching the house looking for drugs. All right, so one out of the whole group decided to help you. That would, you want special? They just had to have someone to help you. All right, and you don't know, that guy could have been a Jake too. All right, it's not just on skin color. All right, so. If you keep on doing these things, it shall lead to your destruction. All right, it's plain and simple to see. All right, now we'll save that one for later. Let's see. No, we'll just move on with it. All right, this is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the habiters of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having a great wrath, because he knows that he hath but a short time. All right, and that's why you're seeing an increase of these things happen. All right, more so in the last few years. All right, is because Esau knows their time's running out. They only got a little bit of time. You see him coming after Jake more. All right, implementing more mandates. All right, doing anything that would hurt Jake. All right, messing with the welfare system. All right, because he knows that Jake is a good chunk of Jake's on welfare. All right, good chunk of Esau's on it too. All right, but these so-called white people think that every Jake's on welfare. All right, and there's a good number because of the situations that were put in here. All right, we can't prosper in this place. Okay, but they fuck with that stuff. All right, to fuck with Jake. All right. And meanwhile, they're fucking with a couple of, low-level Edomites too. But they don't even care about the low-level Edomites anyway, these elites. All right? They're shit as well. To them, okay? They really only care about themselves and causing havoc and disruption, all right, of the people in this place, all right, and division, okay? So Revelation 12:12 once again, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the habiters of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having a great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Alright, and woe means destruction to the inhabitants of the earth. Alright. Now this is Obadiah 1:10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Alright, so when Yahweh Shem Yahushai comes back, these Edomites, alright, don't have a chance at salvation. Alright, they can't be saved. Alright, neither can the other heathen nations. The only ones that have a chance is Israel itself. Israel themselves. Alright, the Negroes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright, so Esau is going to be cut off forever because of all this shit that they've done to us. Alright, they've done this for ages upon ages upon ages. Alright, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to make sure that doesn't happen again, and they're going to be cut off. Alright, which means when we all go up, all nations are going to the kingdom. Alright, the kingdom of heaven, as you want to call it. Alright, the kingdom, Yahweh Shem Yahushai's kingdom. Alright, all nations are going now. Alright, Israel is going to prosper. The other nations are going to be in slavery. Alright, the other nations are going to be in slavery for 1,000 years. Okay, and after that, they'll be free of that. Alright, they'll still be under us, but they'll be free of the slavery, so to speak. Alright, now Esau Edom's going to do their 1,000 years of slavery, and they're not going to just go on to their own land. They're actually going to be destroyed, like, poof, gone, no more, never existed. Alright, so they're going to be cut off forever. Now Psalms 10 and 5, his ways are always grievous. Speaking of Esau Edom, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at them, because he thinks we're nothing but shit to them. Alright, he puffeth. Alright, which is basically blowing smoke. When somebody says something, you go, pfft, whatever. That's what Esau Edom does. Alright. Psalms 10 and 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved. Speaking of Esau Edom once again, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be an adversary. Alright, and let's grab adversary real quick. Alright. In troubles and difficulties, hardship, distress. Alright. So he thinks he's never going to have to go through anything. Alright. I shall not be moved. He thinks he's going to stand in that same spot and say, fuck you. Come and try to move me. Anyone. That's what Esau Edom says. Alright. But the joke's on him, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to come and he's going to move him. And he's going to move him hard too. He's going to destroy his ass. Alright. He thinks that he has a chance. Alright. Against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's how proud these people are. Alright. Now this is Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray, soon as they be born, speaking lies. Alright, and I'm grabbing this because, just lock you one moment, throat's a little dry. Slock you. And I'm bringing this scripture up, alright, through the Spirit, because these articles that you see that say, oh, Jake was doing this situation or this, we don't know how much of that is truthful. Alright. We don't know how truthful that is. Alright, they could have just said, now it's clear that he was riding up and down on that bike. Alright, and it's clear that he was most likely blasting music because he saw the little speaker. Alright, but we don't know if he was necessarily talking shit to people. Alright, sometimes they'll tell the majority of the story and then sprinkle in some lies with it. Alright, and Esau loves doing that. Again, because Psalms 58 and 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray soon as they be born, speaking lies. Esau loves a lies. I don't know if it's Menatazak, Elder Menatazak, that came up with it, but or if he got it from one of the other elders or apostles. But he says they love lying. They lied about the lies that they lied about. Okay, and that's what they do. They love lying. Esau Edom loves lying. It's one of their favorite pastimes, other than murdering and raping. Murdering, raping, lying. That's their big, their skill base right there, alright? This is Proverbs 21 and 23, alright? And this is going out to you Jakes out there, alright? Now it says, Proverbs 21:23, whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles, okay? So if you shut your mouth, alright, you're going to keep yourself from troubles. Alright, and we're taught that before even being in this truth. Alright, we learn it. We actually participate in that when we come in the truth. But there's sayings like that out in the world. Alright, it's like, hey, look, don't run your mouth. Alright, or fuck around, find out, stuff like that. Just don't run your mouth. Alright, talk shit, get hit, stuff like that. Alright, the biblical version of that is whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. Alright, and there's other scriptures to go into too. Alright, like this one. No, actually, it's, what is it? More have perished from the tongue and the sword? I believe it is. I might have gotten it backwards. Yeah. Ecclesiasticus 28 and 18, many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue. Alright, so you gotta watch your mouth. There's another scripture that comes to mind is spit on a spark. Yeah, here it is. Ecclesiasticus 28 and 12, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched, and both of these both of these come out of thy mouth. Okay, so if you blow on the spark, all right, you get wood, all right. You know how they do in those survival shows and whatnot. You get a bunch of wood, you put a spark in it, and you blow on it, it's gonna start burning hotter and hotter, and it's gonna make a big fire. All right, but if you spit on that spark, it's just gonna go out. All right, there's nothing to come from that. All right, and both of those come from your mouth. All right, so you gotta watch your mouth. All right, and when you're in this truth, when you're out in the world. All right. Ephesians 5:15 through 5:16, starting at 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. The days are evil. All right, walk circumspectly. All right, don't be an idiot out there. All right, let's grab circumspect. All right, what does that mean? All right, cautious, wary, careful, discreet. All right, observant, heedful, alert, watchful. Okay, cautious, wary. All right, don't be going out there acting a fool. All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai might just, put you in the hands of the enemy and put a hit out on you. Essentially, as I like saying, put a hit out on you. Like they say with the, like the hitman and stuff. All right, put out a warrant for your death. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai could do it himself. He's all doing it himself, essentially, but he could, just have you drop dead. Nobody knows what happened. Or he could use a vengeful spirit to kill your ass, all right, which can be used, Esau, Edom. It could be another Jake, anything, all right? So you really gotta watch what you're doing, all right? I'm going to close off with this, reading it one more time. Matthew 5:25, all right? Remember, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. All right, and one more time. Agree with thine adversary quickly. Agree with thine adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Okay, so a reminder for all you jakes out there, all right? Even if you're in this truth, you get pulled over, just take the ticket, all right? It's not worth your life, all right? Take the ticket, all right? Take the ticket, even if he says you were going 30 miles, all right, in a 10-mile-hour, and you were only going 8, all right? Just take the ticket and run with it, all right? Because this isn't a society that's set up for you, all right? It's only going to get worse if you try to argue with it and fight back with the cops, all right? And it's instructed by Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we're supposed to agree with the adversary quickly, all right? Don't fight it, all right? Bite your tongue, okay? Don't go blabbing your mouth. That's just going to cause more fights, as the scripture said, all right? It's just going to cause bigger problems for yourself, all right? So with that, I'm going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, that great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwath out there. Stay diligent, all right? Keep pursuing the truth, all right? Stay strong. We're almost out of here. Lord willing, into the next one. Shalom.